Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals in everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
If the week's been too hectic to even think about dinner, or your family can't handle one more night of leftovers, then it's time to let Hog Wild do the cooking. Hog Wild's family packs are one heck of a good deal for a complete barbecue meal loaded with all the smoked meats, tasty sides, buns, and sauces you need to feed your family. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
The need in our community, if you just look at the numbers, it's frightening. We're serving over 1,000 kids every day. With the passion of our people, I really feel like our potential to be of even greater service to kids and families who are struggling is just unlimited. But in order to have the greatest impact, we need all the help we can get from the community.
NEBCO is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mixed Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEBCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEBCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
This is Coach Bill Bush. You all know my passion for Nebraska. Having coached all over the country, I can honestly say there is no place like Nebraska. You know where there's also no place like? Midwest Bank. Midwest Bank has proudly served Nebraska for over 70 years, and they're located in 9 different communities. Midwest Bank is ready, willing, and able to meet all your personal, business, and agriculture needs. Your community, your bank, and mine, Midwest Bank. Find out more at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations. Guess what?
What?
There's 5 Lincoln locations now. Oh my gosh. That's 25% more Lincoln locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11th, located right alongside 93.7 The Ticket Studios, 1040 O Street.
Hey guys, it's Bill Bush. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty has opened a new location in Pender, Nebraska, in addition to their office in Lincoln. The real estate world can be confusing, so why wouldn't you want an expert helping you every step of the way? If you're looking to buy or sell farmland in Nebraska, Kansas, or Iowa, give Ethan Sorensen a call today at 402-380-0432 or visit them online at nextagrealestate.com. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty with locations in Lincoln and now Pender, Nebraska.
This is the Happy Hour.
You guys going to happy hour?
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America.
Yeah, I'll come for a couple.
Here are your hosts, Nick Sainert.
I am a huge guy.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
C is for chunk.
Brought to you by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. This is the Happy Hour. 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert and Rico with you. The original duo is back together. Hello,
Look
Rico.
Who decided to show up to work.
How's it going, Rico?
Hello.
How was the Friday, Monday, Tuesday without me?
It was great. I think the people love Austin.
It is crazy.
Honestly, I think they love Austin more than either one of us.
I was gonna say, because when you're gone, they love Austin. When I'm gone, they love Austin.
I think Austin's the common denominator here.
There's something to be said for Austin being the common denominator.
Should we bring Austin in? Hey, text line. Should we bring Austin in for more happy hour?
I'm not putting that on Austin.
Why?
So.
He loves it. He don't have to talk that much. We do all the talking. They just want to see his beautiful face.
Something like that.
They're just look, a Royals fan.
You're going to be able to hear Austin on the call for some high school baseball this weekend. And that's right. Starting on Friday morning is the NSAA State Baseball Tournament. And so we are going to broadcast live from Warner Park / Tal Anderson Field for part of it. We start off actually with a couple of intriguing Lincoln matchups that feature Lincoln teams. First off, it's going to be the defending state champion Lincoln East Spartans going up against the Millard North Mustangs. The Spartans are the number 1 seed in the state tournament. And then in game 2 of the day at 11 a.m. or 11:30 a.m., it is the number 4 seed Millard South Patriots against the 5 seed the Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks. So a little bit of Lincoln flavor, potentially, if both Lincoln teams win. You're looking at a matchup on Monday, I believe, of 2 Lincoln teams, and same if they both lose. Now, I was looking, as I'm going through some of the preparations, looking at Lincoln East's roster, because a lot of it's the same as the state championship team last year.
Yep.
How about this? They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys hitting over 400. 5 of them are hitting over 400. You have so here's this. You have Carter McPeak, who's at hitting 484.
Hold on.
484.
He's almost hitting half of all the pitches you see. Not pitches,
getting a hit.
Getting a hit on half of the balls he puts in play.
At bats. Yep. Joey Senstock, the future Husker, is hitting 405.
He should do that when he gets to
I think that would certainly help.
I feel like that would be pretty cool.
You have Garrett Springer, who's hitting 447.
Any relation to George Springer?
No.
Okay.
You have Jeter Worthley, the future Michigan Wolverine.
I don't like that.
Hitting 426.
Yeah, good for him.
And then hitting 213, but with 8 home runs, is the future Kansas State Wildcat AJ Avasco.
No, he's only hitting 213. So.
with 8 home runs. 8 home runs, 52 RBIs on the season.
Well, I feel like
for AJ Avasco.
If you hit eight, how many home runs?
8
home runs
with 52 RBIs.
Yeah, if you hit 8 home runs, you're hitting 213. You're gonna get all those RBIs because everybody else in front of you is just gonna be on base.
Just get on base.
You could just guarantee they're gonna be on base. Just hit a sack fly.
Well, and so
obviously he has power, so he's getting it out to the warning track at least.
It's crazy.
Just hit it out there. Somebody will come home.
Then
I don't know who it is.
Not to mention, so the Spartans on the year are 29-1. They're 29-1, which is hard to do in baseball.
Must suck to not be 30-0.
Yeah, it must be. Must be tough.
How terrible.
Their one loss came to Millard South, 4-3. They face off against Millard North, like we talked about.
I'm looking at you, Ravi Mahapatra.
There it is. But even for on the mound, Lincoln East dominant. Paul Shortridge, 7-0 on the season from the bump, a 1.51 earned run average.
Oh, he's giving up a run a game.
It's almost like the Cubs. It's almost as good as the Chicago Cubs. You have Chase Nelson, who's 5-1. Carter Mick is 7-0.
Wait, who's 5-1?
Chase Nelson.
Chase.
Yeah, come on, man.
Chase.
Yeah, come on. So Carter Mick, 7-0 with a 1.15 earned run average.
I've seen better.
Thomas Fraley is 6-0 with a 1.59 earned run average.
Thomas, why only 6? Why not 7?
And then you have a freshman in Kalia Larson, who is 1-0 at the varsity level with a 1.61 earned run average.
Yeah, but is he actually that good? I mean, he's only 1-0. That is a ridiculous team.
Incredible. And don't forget, this is Michael Lanik came from Creighton Prep High School, where he previously coached at Creighton Prep. Lincoln East brought him down here, started working with Lincoln East a couple of years later.
I feel like that might have
been. They won the state title last year.
I feel like that might have been
probably pretty good hire.
Pretty good hire.
Probably
like
pretty good hire.
Like a decent hire. Like
Something
when you look at like the level of hires, Lincoln East getting him from Creighton Prep.
Just decent.
Probably like right there in the middle.
Right in the middle. As always, 402-464-5685. Honda of Lincoln Hotline, the Starter Heyman text line are open for you guys the entire show today, as well as Starter Heyman Jewelers live video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Allo Channel 961. If you're listening to us, you found us on the stream, whether it's theticketfm.com, the mobile app, or that live video stream, just because the Royals are on the FM dial. I believe they still have a matchup against the Brewers today. I believe they're still in their series against the Brew Crew. So as a fellow NL Central follower, I am heavily cheering for the Kansas City Royals today. Heavily cheering for the Kansas City Royals as the Cubs try to take one in an afternoon matchup against the San Diego Padres. Now, I want to talk about a couple of things with Rico now that we are back together here on a Wednesday after being gone from Friday. But that first off is a little bit of golf really quickly. And I know Rico's not the biggest golf savant, if you will.
That is 100% true, but I do my best.
But here's what's something interesting. So The Athletic wrote an article earlier today of how Rory McIlroy is not going to rejoin the PGA Tour board. And you're saying, okay, that's no problem, but whatever, who cares? Well,
that actually seems like a pretty big problem.
With Rory, if you go back to the whole Live PGA Tour debacle, it's been really fascinating because, and we learned a lot of this in the Full Swing documentary on Netflix, is that Rory had to play the role of a politician quite a bit. Where when the Live and PGA Tour were having their differences, Rory was the face of the PGA Tour. You had so many guys opting out, leaving for the money, leaving for Live. Understandable that, hey, if somebody was offering me $650 or $950 million to come play Live, I mean, all right, yeah, fine. I don't got to wear pants. I can wear shorts. Okay, cool.
You mean I still get to play golf?
Exactly.
But you're going to pay me more.
Yes.
I mean, how would you say no?
How could you say no? And so life-changing money, right? There's been a lot of golfers that have come out and talked about that, for, taking care of your family, of your kids, the kids, all that stuff.
I mean, is it great money? Probably not, but money's money.
Live money's great money. Oh yeah, not from where it comes.
I'm saying.
The source might not be great. However, Rory McIlroy kind of stuck behind and stayed behind and was like, I'm going to stick with the PGA Tour. I think that's the golf of golf. And I think that there's something pure at its core at the PGA Tour. And where Monahan, the basically the commissioner of the PGA Tour, was like, yeah, I'm going to lean heavily on Rory. Rory's going to come to all these handshaking events. We're going to have Rory be the face of this.
You're propping him up on a pedestal and you're putting him in a really awkward situation because it's not like he's not friends with these people anymore. And you're trotting him out there like, look at this guy doing the right thing. Yeah. When in reality, he's probably just like, I just wanted to play golf here because I thought that this was the best side to be on. But you're having him, toe the line in the middle on both sides of the aisle where it's like, yeah, you're the poster boy of PGA. You're saying all the right things. You're doing all the right things. And this is why we love you. And this is why PGA is so much better than Live, because look at Rory and look at what he's doing where, he's got friends over here who are just like, hey, Rory, it's not that bad over here. It's really, you and maybe they're telling him things that are happening and he's learning things from either side. But since he decided to side with PGA, he has to, in a sense, put on this good face. And again, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with either side, but he has to put on this good face and say why PGA is so much better.
Let's also be honest in that you can overlook a couple of negative things when that check cashes.
Yep.
when that check cashes, it's you know what? Maybe this isn't so bad.
You know what?
Maybe I can overlook this little piece.
You know what? Right? Pants aren't that bad.
So anyway, when you look at Rory McIlroy, we've seen over the course of the last 3 or 4 years, his golf game really suffer as a part of this. And he actually kind of opened up about it in the documentary of just like, I've focused so much on being a stan for the PGA Tour and focused so much on making sure people still want to be a part of the PGA Tour that I haven't been able to practice as much. I haven't been able to work and perfect my craft as much. And now that's hindered his golf game. So there was a point in the documentary where he's like, I feel like I just can't compete. I can't go out there and win a title. I can go out there and compete in the top 10. I can't win it. I can't win a title or a championship.
There's always just that something holding him back.
It's that extra step that you have to go. You have to go from the point of I can finish in the top 10 consistently, but I just can't get over that hump. And that's what makes, Scotty Scheffler's run so incredible is that he's been able to do it. And it feels like his wife has been pregnant and ready to deliver the baby for 3 months now, but still hasn't delivered the baby, still keeps playing in tournaments and still keeps winning tournaments. And that's what makes Scotty Scheffler's run just that much more incredible. And his yearly earnings to this point is because he hasn't only been able to stay in the top 10 or top 5 consistently. It's that each week in and week out, whether you're playing at Augusta or at the RBC Heritage Tournament, Scotty Scheffler's been able to kind of take his game to the next level and finish in the number 1 spot week after week after week at different courses while you got all the other stuff going on at home with the pregnancy, with all that other stuff. So makes it just so much more incredible. But once again, Rory McIlroy not going to rejoin the PGA Tour policy board, which certainly is something.
It's an interesting development.
There was the rumor out there that Rory was offered live money. And I'm sure there's probably been conversations. He neglected that rumor. He said it wasn't true. Maybe we see something in the future. And you're making cuts, so you're getting paid. But you're not getting paid $900 million.
Yeah,
where Rory's going to get paid.
It's not the same.
You also have to talk about, all right, is the Nike deal doesn't follow him. So like there's those pieces too. The sponsorships, Rory's with Nike.
But if you add up the contract with PGA plus the deal, plus the Nike deal, plus whatever other sponsorships,
you get new sponsorships.
End
obviously,
up following him to Live is the $900 million that just Live is going to pay him, and then the sponsorships outside of that on top of it. Is that going to add up to more than what he's making now? I feel like it might. Again, we're not saying that he's going to Live.
Yeah. So like some of the sponsors for the Live folks, you have Smash. Have it just says Smash, which is a bald head blues company. You have Fireballs out of Akron. You have a company called Four Aces that sponsors Dustin Johnson.
Okay.
You have it's called Extracurricular, which is founded by the former Travis Matthews CEO. You have Easy Post. there's just some off-brand names that are sponsoring live golfers.
Easy Post isn't. Oh no, hold on. No, okay. Resorts World Sentosa is a Asia-based hotel company, and they also sponsor live.
How about that? So you're going to get different ones, but how about there's no Nike, there's no Under Armour, there's no Travis Matthew, Ben Hogan not yet. So you got that to play a factor into it. But live golfers quite often, when they move from the PGA Tour to live, they end up losing their sponsorships with some of their big names, whether it's UPS, whether it's like I said, Nike, Under Armour, Jordan, whatever the case may be. So just something to kind of keep in mind is that Rory is deciding and declined the opportunity to rejoin the PGA Tour Policy Board, which hopefully that means that he can focus on his golf and
maybe he'll get past that top 10.
There you go. So, yeah. And how about this? Rory said this quote, "I think there is a subset of people on the board that were uncomfortable with me coming back." So there you go. I think the best course of action is if there's some people on there that aren't comfortable with me coming back, then I think Webb Simpson just stays on and sees out his term. I think it's gotten to a place where he's comfortable with doing that, and I just sort of keep doing what I'm doing. It says McIlroy was the most vocal and public face of the PGA Tour in its war against live. But how then you feel like Rory kind of got stabbed in the back when the PGA Tour and live talked about, hey, we're going to have a framework agreement to team up with each other.
Hey, you're not that bad.
And Rory at that point, back on June 6th of 2023, so just under 12 months ago, a little over 11 months ago, don't forget, Rory McIlroy called himself the sacrificial lamb. And then that's when he kind of started taking a step back from his prominent public role. He resigned from the PGA Tour Policy Board, and Jordan Spieth ended up taking his place. So there you go. It's interesting. It's fascinating, the little inner workings there, because Jay Monahan kind of got some scrutiny. He got booed at the Masters, if I remember correctly, just a couple of weeks ago. Monahan of the PGA Tour Board, because of just how he does it. So how he's been working, it's not been good for the PGA Tour over the last couple of months. And now Rory McIlroy stepping back from the policy board. Let's take a break. When we come back, this is something that's kind of gone under the radar today. TV networks are starting to pick and select games that they want on their stations going forward in 2024 for college football. College volleyball gets selected after that. So we're going to go up and down Nebraska's schedule and just kind of and we're going to see, okay, what ones would we believe that are going to be selected by a national TV company? Which ones are maybe more regional with the Big Ten Network and such? We'll do that when we come back. Also, take into account the national college football schedule for each week, because there's a couple of interesting games, as always, in the early weeks of the season. Some non-conference matchups that may affect where Nebraska and Colorado lands, for example. So we'll dive into all that and a little bit more. There's also some things to talk about. We have NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs. We want to talk atmosphere there. And last but certainly not least, and we'll probably save this for the crossover, but Nebraska baseball plays its final midweek game tonight against South Dakota State. The Jackrabbits come into town and face off against the Huskers, who are on the outside looking in of a potential host site for the NCAA baseball regionals, but they're certainly in the conversation for being able to play in an NCAA baseball regional. So we'll dive into all that and more when we come back. As always, thanks to Empire Fence Netting for their support of the program. And we will be right back here on the Happy Hour on 93.7 The Ticket.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
At Doane University, we build leaders, and that means your success and achievements come first.
At Doane University, your future is uniquely yours, and our world-class liberal arts education is just the beginning.
We invite you to schedule your campus visit and experience why Doane University will start you on your journey to your future career.
Learn more by scheduling your personal campus visit today at doane.edu/visit. See you soon.
Hey Nebraska! Register today for the 40th Annual Cornhusker State Games, taking place July 11th through the 21st in Lincoln, Omaha, and other Nebraska communities. The Cornhusker State Games features 70 sports for athletes of all ages and abilities. Price increases are approaching, so register early and save. For details, go to cornhuskerstategames.com. If you've experienced a sports injury, joint or back pain, trust your care to Nebraska Orthopedic Center, a proud platinum partner of the Cornhusker State Games.
Hi, my name is Molly Party. I'm a realtor with MP Dodge Real Estate. I'm a newly licensed agent and considered numerous brokerages before deciding on MP Dodge. I chose the company that gives me the most support in my new career, plus guidance and encouragement along the way. MP Dodge has a unique mentoring program for new agents. It's helped jumpstart my career and has a supportive management team and administrative staff. So if you're contemplating a career in real estate, look no further than MP Dodge. It will be the best decision you make.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Hello? Hello? Believe it or not, old phones are one of the most common pain points in offices today. Many of these phones are beyond repair because parts aren't available to fix outdated devices. Whether it's a traditional phone system or cloud-based VoIP technology, Hamilton Business Phones can help upgrade your connection. We make it easy to sync your office phone with yourself for seamless call handling, no matter where you work. If your current office phone can't do this, you deserve better. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Whether you're looking for a place to stay for a concert at PBA, a Nebraska home game, or just a night on the town, the Courtyard Lincoln Downtown Haymarket is the place for you. Enjoy an evening at one of many restaurants or bars within a short walking distance. Business travelers at the hotel will enjoy free high-speed internet access, a 24-hour business center, and large in-room workstations. And check out the Bistro, where you'll enjoy healthier food and beverage options, as well as high-tech conveniences. Book your room today at the Courtyard Lincoln Downtown Haymarket.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and our annual spring sales event is now underway. We have absolutely huge savings right now at Koppel. New Sierras and new Silverados have a double whammy. Choose from APR starting at 1.9% or discounts over $9,000. Yes, that's right, 1.9% APR or discounts of over $9,000. So please take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street just south of the interstate, or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
Several irrigation contractors in Lincoln go out of business every year, leaving sprinkler system orphans begging for service. The folks at Judson Irrigation shed a tear for these little fellas. They've been coddling these orphans for more than 40 years. From redesign, repairing, replacing, and restoring, remember the Judson Irrigation Orphanage.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
24/7 threat monitoring, expert tech support, streamlined communications. Allo has a solution for that. Protect your business with Allo Business. Comprehensive firewall security, Microsoft Teams voice-integrated communications, cybersecurity and IT support managed by experts, From productivity to peace of mind, Allo has a solution for that. Allo means business. Protect your business by visiting allofiber.com/business.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert.
Look at him and tell me there's a God.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary. Sponsored by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Just a few months away from college football. It feels like we've unofficially entered the summer. I don't know.
Kind of.
It's hot. Not hot. It's warm. Outside.
It's warm. It's nice. The sun's out. There's no clouds in the sky, or at least at this angle, there's no clouds in the sky. I can't tell anywhere else, but in this angle, there's no clouds in the sky. There's a slight breeze going through. It's not terribly windy. Like
trees are barely moving, Rico.
Slight breeze.
Slight breeze.
That's beautiful.
Anyway, 402.
Why are you trying to make me sound like an idiot? What is going on right now? I say there's a slight breeze. It's barely moving outside. Yeah, that's why I said slight, dummy.
You said slight breeze. It's not terribly windy.
Yeah, because it's been terribly windy the last few days. What is happening?
Speaking of flying into the Vegas airport.
Get out of here. Yeah.
Flying into the Vegas airport, dicey.
If that's how it's been the last couple trips, bro.
Hey,
the Atlanta.
I got off that plane and we were like, that was not good. It felt like we were about to run off the runway.
Yo, ask DP about when we went to Atlanta the last time. I poop you not. I almost said it. I kid you not. The plane was like turned sideways just to land on the runway. Like it was windy. It was terrifying. We hit a bump. And it was like that weightless feeling that you get on like a roller coaster. Like when you hit a bump like here in Lincoln, because there's crazy bumps here. You hit a bump and you're just like, your stomach just like goes up into your throat. And like, you're just like, we hit one of those and then we're sideways and we're just like, I don't like this. I'm not a fan.
This might resonate with just a couple of people. And if you're currently driving on 70th Street, you'll know this. It's at 70th and Vine. If you're going north, there's that bump where it's like right by the gas station on the corner. You just go over it and it's like, whoosh.
It's just a loop.
So there was a lot of those on the way to Vegas. There was also coming out of Vegas yesterday. It was like we got off the ground, but then we took a nosedive. And then we got off the ground a little higher and we took another dive.
Like you ever hit
it
one
was
of those,
just not comfortable.
One of those bumps like the one you're talking about in your car when you like you kind of forget it's there and you're going a little bit faster than you should.
Yes. Well, and then
your car, you just your whole car just like doo-doo, and you're just sitting there, your eyes are wide, and you're just like, I messed up.
Once in the middle, you're like, oh no. I'm just waiting for all four wheels to touch the ground.
Exactly. You're just like, well,
nothing I can do about it now.
That was a bad idea.
Or it's always like that bleep moment when you're about to run over a pothole.
Yep.
It's like it just comes up on you too quick and you don't know it's there.
Yep.
And it's like, I can't swerve. I can't stop. I just got to go right through it. It's like what AD always talks about. You got to go right through adversity. You just got to go right through it.
It's always when I see like the big ones and I see it, but I'm like on the, like, I'm not want to go up on the curb and there's a car next to me and I'm just like, who, old girl? Here we go.
It's okay. It's manageable when you have an SUV.
Yep.
It's a little scary when it's a car because you think, okay, well, there goes the bottom of my car.
You're just like, my car might end up in this hole. Like, I'm done. Like, I'm not moving out of this.
So anyway,
you're like, I might as well speed up now.
The last thing was, I was like sitting there in the back of the plane yesterday of like when we were coming into Omaha, and I thought, man, we're pretty far south from the airport. We're gonna have to hang a pretty aggressive left here at some point. And sure enough, about 30 seconds later, whoosh. And I was like, oh, it wasn't too bad. Then we came back up, and then he does it again about 5 seconds later. I'm like, all right, that wasn't too bad either. And I'm like, man, it still feels like we're pretty far south and we're pretty low to the ground. This is going to be interesting. And sure enough, just a couple of minutes later, we hang it when it feels like we're on our side. And I'm like, man, it's been windy. But gust of wind comes, we're flipping over.
If that hits you right.
Over. I was like, this is not good. And
when you're turning like that.
He held on to holding left for so long.
Those are always terrifying because when they're turning and you're thinking it's been windy, you're like, if the wind hits you, you got to commit to the barrel roll. Like, don't fight it. Commit.
I don't feel comfortable.
I don't
want to barrel roll in one of the big Southwest.
Just
jets.
commit. Just go.
I don't think the Southwest jets could do it.
What is it?
Like the commercial ones could do it.
Slippy from Star Fox. Do a barrel roll.
I just don't think any of the commercial jets are built to do a barrel roll.
Well, I don't think they're built to, but I think they can.
They
can do it if necessary.
I've refrained from like looking up plane facts because like the amount of screws that are forgotten and the amount of like
I don't want to know.
I'm just done.
I don't want to know.
But yeah, so then it was kind of bumpy on the touchdown too in Omaha, but it's fine. We got here safely.
You're here.
We got here 30 minutes early, only to sit on the runway for 35 minutes because our gate wasn't clear.
They said, "Hey, we're here early," and then they're like, "Well, we were here early.
We were." Got off the plane a little bit later anyway. So anyway, just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah.
So
there you go, everyone. Slight breeze.
Slight breeze. That's how we did start. It's miraculous how we get off on some of our tangents. Nebraska football. We kind of know we know their schedule. Don't know TV networks yet, but know Nebraska's schedule for 2024. Set up UTEP to start home game, Colorado at home, Northern Iowa at home as well. And then you start conference play with Illinois, Purdue, Rutgers, Indiana at Ohio State versus UCLA, at USC versus Wisconsin, and at Iowa. So we were going through, all right, let's look at some of these potential matchups that could be on bigger networks, right? And you assume that just off the bat, UTEP and Northern Iowa probably BTN type of games.
Yeah, you get BTN on those.
Get BTN on those types of games. That feels like a friend of the program, Connor Onion, and maybe like a Jake Butt.
Hey,
Connor Onion and Jake Butt, a fellow brisk raspberry iced tea drinker.
Is he?
He is.
Former Michigan Wolverine.
Former Miami Dolphin, I believe, at one point too. So
pretty good tight end.
You have those two games, probably BTN. That Colorado one is interesting.
Maybe we'll have Connor in studio. He said he was going. He said he would.
That's a potential.
He has to get here early though.
So on that September 7th date, there's a couple of interesting games labeled around the country.
Yeah, I feel like the most interesting of those is Texas going up to the Big House.
Yep, Texas at Michigan.
That's a big one.
Which feels like a big noon type of game.
That's a big
However, what's really interesting with these is that like that matchup before would have been a Big 12, Big 10, and that's something that people aren't thinking about is that it's now an SEC heavily dominated by the ESPN businesses going to a Big 10 atmosphere.
Could it be both?
No. They're not doing both. They won't do something like that. It wouldn't be. I could see something to where College Game Day and Big Noon are there.
Oh, like
and
what they did
with the Red River rivalry.
Yeah, that's dumb.
But see, you have to remember though,
where they have
like
both
that was
the TV, the pre-game shows.
They're both on the field, and you can see in the background like the corner of the other one. It's like they're in the opposite corner,
but then only one is calling the game.
Yes.
Okay.
I could see that. That's what's so fascinating though, as we kind of go into this new era of college football, is now will Fox prioritize conference alignments over those types of things? Now, granted, it's always going to be non-conference in the first couple of weeks of the season, but will Big Noon say, yeah, you know what? We'll take Texas and Michigan, even though Texas, their storyline for the first couple of weeks of the season and for this year altogether is going to be the fact that they're now an SEC school.
Yes.
I mean,
how will they fare in their first year in the SEC? Will
Yes.
Texas and Oklahoma have any success going up against these Southeastern Conference opponents? I don't know why I
Thank
did
you,
that voice.
Rico.
I really
but
don't.
Nonetheless, a couple of the other games are, I mean, they're not great ones. It's Kansas and Illinois, which feels like an potential Fox nighttime game.
That was last year the surprise of Kansas's beginning, or the second year or whatever of Kansas beginning, and Illinois was coming off of a good year and they did not have a good year. So that's going to be an interesting matchup. But I feel like I was looking at these other two matchups as like the biggest games of that day, and that's Iowa State going to Iowa, the Floyd of Rosedale, right? That's what that one is, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that battle, and then Michigan State, Maryland, just a Big Ten conference battle.
I'm just, that's the thing is I don't know how aligned or how much they're going to prioritize conference alignments. Obviously, like they're going to have a Big 10 team, and Big 12 is also in there.
That Arizona State Mississippi State matchup was going to be big.
But it's like if Texas and Michigan, if Texas was still in the Big 12, then it would be that in a heartbeat.
It'd be easy Big Noon.
Yeah.
Easily.
Man. So it's almost like I think we're both leaning in this direction, Rico, where that Nebraska-Colorado game could be a night game.
Well, now
like it feels like the layout could be Texas, Michigan at Big Noon, Kansas, Illinois in the afternoon slot, Nebraska, Colorado at night.
See, I don't see that now that we talked about it this way because you mentioned SEC, ESPN. You get,
but it's not at Michigan.
It is. At Michigan.
It's at Michigan. If it was at Texas,
but I still see ESPN. I don't know who gets the first pick of those, but I can see ESPN wanting that when you get the defending national champions. Yeah. It's the first year without Harbaugh. You get Texas in the final year of Quinn Ewers. You know, this is the final year that you're not going to have Arch Manning on the field. And it's, you know, SEC, Big Ten, who's going to be the better conference. These are, you know, potentially two of your better teams in that conference. I can see, plus with ESPN, you get Kirk Herbstreit, who knows the Big Ten inside and out, on the call. You get him on the call. You get that as the college game day, and then that night game matchup, plus a night game in the big house. I mean, who doesn't want that? And then you get Nebraska, Colorado, that one as the Big Noon. You get that one. You get Deion Sanders to open up your day of college football.
Yeah.
Regardless of however they do in their first game against North Dakota State, which is a tough one. Don't let anybody talk you out of that. That's a tough one for Colorado. Regardless of how they do opening that up, it's the second year of Deion. It's the final year of Shedeur, the potential final year of Travis Hunter. You get them to open up your day on Big Noon at Nebraska, second year of Matt Rule, second year of Deion Sanders. We know how the matchup last year went. This should be a much better matchup with a Tony White defense that was top 20 in the country last year. Like all of this, there's also storylines in that way. I think you get Nebraska Big Noon, which would be great.
Yeah.
Although I do love the night game aspect of it. And I want that to happen.
The night game would feel so much more like a Big 12-esque.
100.
Right? Where Nebraska.
Why did I say that?
Wow. Steven Simple?
I wanted to say 100%, and I just stopped.
You just stopped at 100. 100.
Damn it, Steve.
So that's what's interesting. Okay, so like you have with Colorado, and not to like obsess over this matchup, but now Colorado is also in the Big 12.
Yep.
So there you have the conference tie-in of Big 12 and Big 10
rivals back in the Big 12.
But now Colorado's back in the Big 12. You have the conference alignments with Fox. Maybe they prioritize that over Texas and Michigan.
I just don't see the storyline. Although
it'll be a Fox.
There is the storyline with Iowa in their first year without.
No, there's not.
Kirk's son,
Brian.
No,
there's not. Not nearly to the extent of this.
It's not. But
stop.
It's there.
Stop, Rico. I'm sorry.
It's a good matchup. It's a fun matchup that'll end 6-3.
It will. Either way, I think we can all agree the most disappointing slot for Nebraska, Colorado would be the midday.
Yes. You either give me
Don't-
big noon
don't
or
do
give
it
me a
at
night
3:30.
game. Give me big noon or give me a night game.
Ban all 3:30 matchups.
I like 3:30 matchups.
So
I don't mind that.
Nebraska, another big one would be
Like, give me UTEP in the midday.
No, 11 a.m.
Give me UTEP with the sun high in the sky.
Okay, there you go.
That's
Rico.
what I want.
What, Austin? 2:30. You love 2:30
Big
matchups.
2:30 guy over here.
We
see?
have a 2:30 guy in
See?
Austin. Wow. Okay, there
Give
you
me
go.
UTEP at 2:30, baby.
I know Matt Rule doesn't like night games because you have to wait around
You
all
have to
day.
sit around all day.
Yep. Scott Frost, pro or anti 11 a.m.? I can't remember. I think he was
Anti hoodies,
He was anti hoodies.
which would make me believe anti morning, anti night. Scott Frost probably big midday guy.
Scott Frost,
Something
big
that
midday.
Scott Frost and Austin Orman, big midday guys.
I suppose so. A couple of other ones. Man, I'm pulling up like the October 26 matchups because Nebraska plays Ohio State on the road that day.
Okay,
And
that should be some good matchups. Let's
but
see.
here's the thing: you have look at this
Goodness gracious.
week. This
Football
week
starts on Tuesday.
Well, football starts on Tuesday. You have UTEP and Louisiana Tech. Which man, I cannot wait for just football in general.
Sneaky matchup: Missouri at Alabama.
So that's what I was going to say. Let's just go down the list: Missouri, Alabama,
Oh my
Auburn,
gosh.
Kentucky.
This day of football.
SEC opponents: Oklahoma at Ole Miss, LSU at A&M.
Give me all of those.
This is a conference matchup.
Trev
Texas at Vanderbilt.
Here's another conference matchup: Illinois at Oregon.
Does not feel right.
Washington at Indiana. That's a conference matchup.
Let's look at some of these other ones here.
Oh, Michigan State.
Okay, Michigan State.
That's big noon.
Utah at Houston is a Big 12 matchup.
Yeah, that's a conference matchup. Do you want to know another conference matchup? SMU at Duke.
Oh man,
That's a conference matchup.
This is incredible. And you also have Kansas State today or on October 26th. You also have West Virginia and Arizona, which is a conference matchup.
Wake Forest at Stanford, which is a conference
matchup.
Good gracious. This is gonna get some getting used to.
Wow.
BYU UCF conference matchup.
That's right. Man, this is gonna be incredible.
This is a great day of football.
I
My
can't wait for
goodness.
this. So then the following week, when Nebraska plays UCLA, a couple of other ones are you have the ones you're used to, the Vanderbilt at Auburn, Florida, Georgia,
Ole Miss, Arkansas.
Give
me that.
That's always been an SEC.
What's the Florida
always
Georgia?
been an SEC basketball?
Yeah, what's the Florida Georgia one called? The nicest rivalry or some world's biggest tea
Not
party
sure.
or something weird like that.
Not sure.
This is like a long name matchup. That's what that one is.
Oregon goes to Michigan that week, which is going to be great on November 2nd.
Oklahoma gets their first taste of the SEC bad team. They play Maine.
Gosh, I love week 10 walkthroughs.
SEC cupcake matchup. Oklahoma hosts Maine.
That's going to be on SEC Network.
100%. And I'll watch it.
Yeah, man. There's like Oklahoma, Arizona State is a conference matchup.
I know exactly where game day is going.
Where's that?
Oregon, Michigan.
Yeah. Oregon at Michigan.
Oh.
This is going to be great.
Ooh, you get your old Pac-12 matchup, USC, Washington.
Just like old times.
Nothing ever changed. Ohio State, Penn State.
Yeah.
This is a good Big Ten
everything's
day.
the same. It's college football at its core.
Good Big Ten day.
Then in the following week, Saturday, November 9th.
Stanford visits NC State, just like, you
Yes.
exactly thought it would
in
be.
a conference game. Saturday, November 9th, it's Alabama, LSU, Georgia, Ole Miss. That's great. You have Florida at Texas, Iowa at UCLA, Maryland at Oregon. Let's see, Washington at Penn State.
Maryland and Oregon is that just sucks. That sucks for Maryland.
Washington and Penn State.
Goodness
at Penn State.
Planes are
just
just flying.
just so many planes. Planes, trains, and automobiles. It's gonna be great.
An old, what is it? Not Big South. What's the matchup? Texas, Arkansas. The text line knows 402-464-5685. They used to be in the same conference.
SEC.
No, before Texas was in the Big 8, before the SEC, obviously they were in the same conference, and I cannot remember what it was called.
Hold on,
because that's like
isn't
an
it
old,
like the Big Sky?
No, like that's an old rivalry. Texas and Arkansas is.
Okay, here we go. Southwest Conference.
There you go.
The SWC.
Yeah, the Southwest Conference.
Southwest Conference.
That's an old rivalry.
Yeah, composed primarily of schools from Texas. At various times, the conference included schools from Oklahoma and Arkansas. The core members of its conference were Texas-based, plus one school in Arkansas. Baylor University, Rice, SMU, A&M, Texas Christian, TCU, Texas Tech, the University of Houston, the University of Arkansas, and the University of Texas.
I got a question for everybody that's listening right now. On November 30th, Texas visits Texas A&M. Who are you rooting for?
Oh, let us know. 402-464-5685. We'll talk about that. Maybe we'll continue this conversation with Austin and Strick. We'll
the
do
Longhorns visit the Aggies.
Longhorns and Aggies. I'm pumped for that. These matchups and looking at them all together. College football is going to be so much more fun
Those
to watch.
ACC matchups are going to bother me.
Stanford's
with Cal,
going at
Stanford, SMU going to freaking Duke.
Dang.
Stanford, Duke. Big brain matchup.
Big brain matchup. Not so much football now that Mike Elko's down in Aggie land.
Nope. Big brain matchup.
You also have year one of Elko.
That's going under the radar. Forgot about that.
So there you go. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we bring in Austin and Strick for the crossover. Let us know, A&M or Texas, who you rooting for on that day. Or are you just boycotting college football altogether?
Hoping they both lose.
There you go. We'll talk to you in a few moments as we close out Wednesday's show on the ticket.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska's always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue. If the week's been too hectic to even think about dinner, or your family can't handle one more night of leftovers, then it's time to let Hog Wild do the cooking. Hog Wild's family packs are one heck of a good deal for a complete barbecue meal loaded with all the smoked meats, tasty sides, buns, and sauces you need to feed your family. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
The need in our community, if you just look at the numbers, it's frightening. We're serving over 1,000 kids every day. With the passion of our people, I really feel like our potential to be of even greater service to kids and families who are struggling is just unlimited. But in order to have the greatest impact, we need all the help we can get from the community.
NEBCO is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mixed Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEBCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEBCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
This is Coach Bill Bush. You all know my passion for Nebraska. Having coached all over the country, I can honestly say there is no place like Nebraska. You know where there's also no place like? Midwest Bank. Midwest Bank has proudly served Nebraska for over 70 years, and they're located in 9 different communities. Midwest Bank is ready, willing, and able to meet all your personal, business, and agriculture needs. Your community, your bank, and mine, Midwest Bank. Find out more at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations. Guess what?
What?
There's 5 Lincoln locations now. Oh my gosh. That's 25% more Lincoln locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11th, located right alongside 93.7 The Ticket Studios, 1040 O Street.
Hey guys, it's Bill Bush. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty has opened a new location in Pender, Nebraska, in addition to their office in Lincoln. The real estate world can be confusing, so why wouldn't you want an expert helping you every step of the way? If you're looking to buy or sell farmland in Nebraska, Kansas, or Iowa, give Ethan Sorensen a call today at 402-380-0432 or visit them online at nextagrealestate.com. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty with locations in Lincoln and now Pender, Nebraska.
You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert.
A gorilla bear versus polar bear.
A what bear versus a what bear?
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
A gorilla bear versus a polar bear. Polar bear.
One more time.
Gorilla versus a polar bear.
Sponsored by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back in to the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket.
I didn't hear a word you said.
TheTicketFM.com. Is it loud?
Jeez. That's a Farley thing.
That's a Farley thing, too.
It might even be a Steve thing, too.
No, I took Steve's.
You took Steve's? Okay.
I took the one.
Sorry, Steve. I take it back.
Farley is
out of control.
Come on, T. Farley. God dang.
That's tricky that you hear. And we also hear Austin. What's up, gentlemen?
How we doing, fellas?
What it do?
How's life?
You see what's going on outside? It needs to be
beautiful.
a golf. I need a golf morning.
By the way, Austin,
where we at, Stricky?
I need a early morning. And you know what I'm coming with.
Justin on
Sticks
YouTube.
And sticks.
We asked if they wanted more Austin. He said, Austin, yes, we want more Austin.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you.
No more Rico.
So Austin is wanted.
I appreciate that, Justin.
When I'm
Thank
gone,
you.
they love Austin. When Nick's gone, they love Austin.
We need a vote.
When Strick's here, they don't like Strick.
No, we need a vote.
Which is fine because nobody
Rico
likes
or Austin?
Ooh.
I'm going to use my Survivor idol.
Yeah.
Jokes on you. I won the challenge. So I also have the immunity necklace. What are you talking about?
I haven't seen that in years.
I haven't
Same, actually.
And I actually liked it.
I still think I'd be pretty good.
You know the one that I really like, and I actually put in an application for with a former mate.
This should be good.
Love is Blind.
This should be good.
No.
Too hot to
Hey,
handle.
yo, you just heard me say that. No.
Too hot to handle.
No, real talk. There was a show
Nick
that I
Love
used to watch
The Bachelor.
religiously. No,
Love Island.
No, listen. It's
Bachelorette.
it's a partner show.
Love Boat.
Hey, do we have something to give away?
Big Brother.
We might have. I think we still have some milk to give away.
Some meal. We're gonna give away. If you can guess by the time we
Read
get
Stricky's
to
mind.
by the time we get to our show,
MXC.
we're gonna give you something. But no,
It's
if
a
you guess
partner.
it here, it's a partner show.
Fear Factor.
Family Feud.
One more guess apiece.
Oh, come on. Don't put a limit.
No, because they got
I've gone on my rant of how much I hate and despise Family
it's
Feud.
a partner show. It's a popular show.
Wheel of Fortune.
It's if you guess it,
Not partner.
it's two people go on this specific show.
How to Be a Millionaire.
And if you guess it, we'll give you something from the mill.
I'll tell you which one I would
And I used to watch
participate in.
The Mask.
It's not old. is I would participate in it, is the one where it's like you answer a trivia question and then you send the big giant ball and it's like the wall. It's called the wall.
Oh, is that the dude with the guy that looks like you?
Sure.
The Chase.
The Chase is good.
You know,
is good.
What do they call him? The Beast or something?
Yeah.
And he answers all the. That's you. That is the.
I'm a genius.
You're the guy.
Oh, Jeff G might have gotten it.
What
Amazing Race.
Amazing Race.
Wow, Jeff G.
Jeff
you win,
G, shout
you win
out.
a Mill gift card.
Yeah, it was
American
Amazing
Gladiators.
Race.
Come on down to
That
the
was
station,
a
man.
phenomenal show. I don't know if it's even on anymore, but
I think it still is. You wouldn't have done very well.
Amazing Race.
I would have been. I don't
You
know.
wouldn't have done
I
very
would have
well.
had to go with a homie because I would have been yelling.
You
Like,
gotta
they would
go
have
with-
thought I was
We
a
know
jerk.
Strick. We know
Like,
Strick
come
loves
on,
foreign countries.
Let's go. You know what? It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
I just said
we're having a good conversation.
You're
here.
a
You gotta throw something in
frequent
there.
flyer.
Okay.
Frequent flyer.
Strick, you couldn't go with a homie. You
okay,
have to
so
go
in the
you have
last
to go with somebody
episode-
with a big brain. You can't go with the homie. You guys get in trouble.
No, Kless and
You
I
and
would have
Klesser?
been.
No. Not a chance. You wouldn't make it
Klesser and
out
I-
of whatever country you started.
Which, speaking of, they started this most recent season in Mexico, and the last episode they traveled to Barbados, where they visited the childhood home of Rihanna.
Oh,
you would not have made it out of Mexico.
I wouldn't have made it out of Barbados.
man
By
would have been there
choice?
with the good tequila.
I would have had to leave with me a Rihanna too.
Oh man.
I don't think ASAP would
It
have
is
allowed
hot
it.
as fire in here,
Here's
bro.
a question. Here's a question for you. Which is the worst show? Family Feud or America's Funniest Home Videos?
Oh, America's Funniest Home Videos.
I
is cool.
think
America's
both of
Funny.
them are on the bottom tier of TV shows.
No, America's home.
No,
it depends on who the.
It's nothing against. It's
who
nothing
the
against
commentator
the
is.
Yeah, the real
It
question.
depends
It's
on who the
nothing
host
against
is.
the host.
No, the real question is, what's worse, America's Funniest Home Videos or ridiculousness?
Ridiculousness is worse.
I think
I
ridiculousness
don't mind
is hilarious.
ridiculousness.
Ridiculousness
You
is
think it's
MTV.
bad?
MTV action.
Just like True TV only has Impractical Jokers, MTV only has ridiculousness.
And I like the theme
is
of
true.
the guest.
Because they lost
Whoever the
Jersey
guest-
Shore.
Yeah, you're
I think
right.
it's pretty cool.
Once they had Jersey Shore, they had Jersey Shore at one point.
Hey, GTL, baby.
But then whatever her name was, Snooki or whatever her name is, was
Snooki. All right, get
okay,
it right.
Snooki.
Jersey Shore
what were
was
some of the other
funny.
ones?
Their hair, the hairstyles.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jim
Yeah.
Tan Laundry,
Yeah.
baby.
Hold on.
GTL.
Jersey Shorecast. This is gonna be funny because I always love their names.
I like
Jersey Shorecast.
what's his name? The Mike.
DJ
oh,
The
Pauly-
Miz. The Miz.
DJ Pauly D.
No,
Yeah, I know.
Mike,
That's
the
the dude.
situation.
Mike,
the
the
situation.
situation.
Yeah,
Yeah, come on, you guys don't know?
The dude
No.
with the hair. That's Pauly D. He had the
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah,
DJ,
yeah.
Hey, DJ Pauly D. All
It's,
right,
it's DJ Pauly D.
he's a
big
DJ.
time.
Look
Get it
at
right.
this
He's
dude.
big time.
Look at this guy.
DJ.
Yeah, look at that
Turn
hair, bro.
Then there's Ronnie.
How
Just-
much?
it's
How
just
much
Ronnie.
product do you think he uses?
All of it.
How much is it?
Most,
is there,
if not all of it.
You know they can. That could be a toupee.
It's not.
But I'm saying, how much do you think
Imagine.
he uses?
That could catch on fire.
They
That's
do
what
it,
they do.
Yeah, flammable. Be
Yeah.
cautious.
Okay.
DJ Pauly D.
100.
I wonder what it's like to book. Well, how much do you think it?
No, he does like
Like on
celebrity-
Cameo?
He does like celebrity parties. You ain't getting DJ
No, like
Pauly
I'm
if
saying.
you're
Okay,
running.
okay. Here we go.
Oh, he does Diddy
here's-
parties.
here's-
Diddy.
No.
Strick. No.
Stop it.
What do you think the D in
Oh, here-
Pauly D stands for? DJ Pauly Diddy.
Here's the thing. So here is a ticket.
I freaking love my partner. He's
Hey, this
he's
is just
good.
not good.
Both of you, we need to end the show.
It's not
Oh,
good.
so you give us the floor so we can keep
where
it
did that
going.
come
Yeah,
from?
I like
This
that
is
idea.
not good. This is not good.
Okay, so on
we have a
Friday,
problem.
so here it is. So, bruh. So
Yeah.
What?
DJ Pauly D.
You're
This is so
Last party
stupid.
thrown
Come on,
was
let's
at the
go.
Diddy party.
He does not. He's doing a party in Vegas
That's what he does.
at Caesar's Palace
Okay.
The real Caesar's Palace?
on Friday, and May 10th.
not gonna sig on my beeper.
But here's the deal.
Well, that's like Roman Caligula and all.
Here's the deal.
It's in 2 days.
It depends if you're a male or a female how much your ticket is.
Yeah. No way. DJ Pauly D.
DJ Pauly D charges $125 if you're a male.
Uh-huh.
Any guesses on female?
$20.
No, no,
50.
it's a little bit more than that. $74.
Why 74?
I don't know.
Is that a play on the mind? Do they do that on purpose? They say $9.99 on purpose when it's really just say if you say $10, does it look different to you than $9.99?
Yeah,
I'm
because they
just
put,
saying,
they put in
man.
small print plus text.
I'm just saying.
I don't know.
Always ends up to be
Yeah.
like 10 or 7.
So I'm going to a Post Malone concert in July, and the fees are just crazy.
The fees.
That's
The
how they
fees
get
on
you.
Ticketmaster are just wild. Nah, but DJ Paul,
You're a rock star?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's also the weekend that you're thinking about.
No, he has that's him. I live it like a rock star.
Yeah.
Yes, it's rock star.
That's Posty.
White Iverson.
White Iverson.
And then he's got that other.
I'm saucing. There's a couple
Are you
good
gonna get in
Posty
the
ones.
mosh pit?
No. There's like
Nick wouldn't last.
five of us.
Nick wouldn't last half a
I
second
hate
in a
people.
mosh pit.
I hate all those people.
Nick would get knocked out immediately.
I dealt with one mosh pit, and it was at college game day when they came to Lincoln, and I am never doing one again. Getting in one again.
It wasn't even a mosh pit.
It wasn't even one.
People were just pushing.
People were just pushing,
Throwing donuts.
They were throwing donuts.
Would you do a stage dive?
No,
I would 100%.
nope.
Nobody
I'm
would
good.
catch.
They would
Nobody
freaking
would
move.
catch me, but I would do it.
I'm good.
I'd just fall on my face, but
No.
I'd do it just to say that I did it.
What's
Austin
coming up?
might float on a stage dive. Light as a feather, stiff as a board.
Dang.
Thanks, Tricky.
Pause.
It's too late. You already said it.
Anyway, a little bit of news tonight. There's actually a little MLS action going on in Omaha tonight.
Really?
That's right.
So
Where?
at Caniglia Field, which is the home of the Omaha Mavericks, Sporting Kansas City and Union Omaha are playing in the U.S. Open Cup. It's the round of 32. Union Omaha has made it this far. They played Sporting Kansas City, lost 6-0, 6-0 last year when they played, but that was down at Sporting Kansas City. It's the first time that an MLS team is going to play in the state of Nebraska. And so tickets are sold out. It's a sold out crowd at Caniglia Field, which is the home, like I said, of the Omaha Mavericks. And because Union Omaha usually plays at Warner Park, but
Wait, that's where they used to play the football games in Omaha, right?
No,
isn't it?
I don't think so. Maybe they've redone it.
They've redid it.
They've updated it. They've made it specifically for soccer.
Okay.
But nonetheless, normally Union Omaha plays at Warner Park, but the Storm Chasers are playing a series against the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. Is that
Stricky
correct?
was right.
Dang.
Wow, nice job, Stricky. So anyway, so do you think Trev's been to Caniglia?
Oh, guaranteed.
Just curious.
Creighton Prep used to play their games there.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Yeah, when we used
Who is Jacksonville the affiliate for? I've never heard of them before.
Miami.
It is the Miami Marlins.
Nice.
So first time ever
Great
that
logo.
they've been
that
to Omaha.
They play their they have an affiliate. What is it? AAA?
AAA.
In Jacksonville. That's pretty
The
dope.
Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. That's a
The
great,
Jacksonville
it's a great
Jumbo
That is
Shrimp.
one swole jumbo shrimp.
Yeah.
Which how about
He's Jumbo.
Yeah. Which how about the Luis Arias trade? I didn't get to talk to you guys about that. Feels like the Padres really won that one.
I think the other way.
Oh, okay.
I
because
think
the
they
prospects?
gave up a lot to get him. He doesn't have a true positional fit, and scoring runs
Okay.
hasn't been their problem.
That's okay. That's interesting because now that you mentioned that, they gave up quite a bit to get, and also the Padres have done a weird thing in that they've went out, they've gotten players, they've gotten talent, and it just hasn't benefited them.
The most interesting part of the Luis Arias trade for me is that the Royals got in on it.
Oh, is that right?
They started talking. Yeah.
Well, the Royals might be a buyer.
Maybe they knew
Royals
they
are
going to
be a buyer.
Royals
They're
might
leading
be
still
a-
today, 2-1 through 3.5.
The Royals might be a buyer. The Cubs might be a buyer at the deadline. Cubs have one of the best farm systems in baseball too.
Here we
First
go.
in the NL Central.
Here we
Stricky,
go.
Stricky, do I need to tell you? I already walked
Give
through.
Stricky the ERAs.
Yeah, let me tell you the ERAs of the Chicago
It's
Cubs
actually-
starting pitchers.
Strick is actually pretty
So
impressive.
to keep in mind, their Cy Young candidate Justin Steele has been on the IL for the last 20 days. Kyle Hendricks is washed. Okay, Kyle Hendricks is in AAA right now with the Iowa Cubs. So
was that an injury rehab Okay,
deal?
yep.
Yeah, he'll be back up soon. Starting ERA or ERAs for the starting five for the Chicago Cubs. First place in the NL Central. Shota Imanaga, better than Yamamoto, I would say, in terms of Japanese signings over the offseason. 1.08 earned run average for Shota. He's 5-0 on the season. Javier Assad, 3-0 on the season. 1.66 earned run average. You have Jameson Tyone, 1.13 earned run average. Hayden Wesneski, who's getting the start today, 0.54 earned run average.
How many games?
5.
Oh, okay.
7, 7, 6. So I mean,
Not bad.
consistent starts.
Yeah.
Justin Steele, who hasn't been able to start a ton of them, but is down there. Justin Steele, 0.96 earned run average. There's your starting pitchers for for the Chicago Cubs. The issue, similar to the Royals, the bullpen. Albert Alzolay is 5.14. You have Kyle Hendricks, who's a starter, 12 run average.
It's not great.
Need to go to the Iowa Cubs.
So that's the thing. So that's the thing is they need to. They're going to be buyers at the deadline for some bullpen help.
For a team with such a good ERAs at their starters. They are only plus 16 in runs allowed and runs run scored. So run differential. So
is it middle relief or save
stuff? Yeah. Going in, they're losing to the San Diego Padres right now 1-0, but in the top of the fourth, which is fine.
Yankees are the third best team.
Cubs are 22-15. Here's the thing. So if you're an Iowa Cubs fan and you're finding yourself in the Des Moines area, now is the time to go watch the Iowa Cubs because Belly was just there.
Belly to belly.
Seiya Suzuki's going to be there for the next 10 days. Kyle Hendricks is there. You have Matt Mervis, who just got sent back down. Is in Iowa. There's multiple MLB guys on the Iowa Cubs right now. If you're a Des Moines listener,
if you're in the Des Moines area.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of you are sad Caitlin Clark is gone. So, hey, here's how you fill the gap. Right?
There it is.
Something like that.
With the Iowa Cubs. Go see Seiya Suzuki.
She actually had a good exhibition run.
Yeah, she did. The good thing with the Cubs also is that there's been so many injuries. Belly's been banged up. Obviously, Justin Steele, Kyle Hendricks have been bad. You also have Seiya Suzuki, who's been hurt. You have some other players that have been just banged up as well. Pete Crow Armstrong, my man, PCA, has filled in nicely. So
when everybody gets healthy, is he getting sent back down?
No. Cubs are 22-15.
I mean, it's okay.
First in the NL Central.
Maybe it's okay.
You didn't call it.
I did.
He actually did.
You actually did.
I did call it.
He did.
I absolutely called it.
You actually did.
You are
we
37
didn't do our
games in.
Oakland Athletics update with you, Gunn. Can we move it to Wednesday?
Yeah, you want to do it now?
Let's do it right now.
Are you guys okay with going over?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Oakland Athletics. Because the Oakland Athletics are
decent.
Somewhat decent.
I hate it.
They're trying not to move.
I took the under on the 50 and I'm not feeling great about it.
Which the Oakland Athletics, so Oakland is currently third in the AL West behind the Mariners and Rangers, 17-20 on the season. Houston Astros still 12-23.
That's crazy.
Miami is bad. They fully went under the rebuild after trading away Arias. They're 10-28 on the year. St. Louis is last in the Central at 15-21. Colorado is even worse at 8-27.
Ooh.
And where's the good old Chicago White Sox? 8-28 in the AL Central. So when you look at the Oakland Athletics, I was driving through downtown Las Vegas or riding in the Uber, and the guy was like, this is where they're putting the stadium. They're tearing down the Tropicana Hotel. That's right on the strip.
That is
right,
the old school joint.
Right past the McDonald's.
That's going to kill traffic, bro.
Bingo. That is exactly what I said. I go, it will not be fun to deal with traffic on the strip. It never is to begin with. And then it's not going to be enjoyable to maneuver your way to a game.
No.
It's going to be horrible.
It's going to be horrible.
Literally on the strip. You are right on
that's no good, bro.
It's horrible.
Bad spot.
Listen,
bad
Austin,
spot.
I know you haven't been,
ballparks.
he hasn't been there.
I hate Kansas City.
But when I tell you, Austin, it's horrible with just the way it is now.
Yeah.
Like in an event, like when they have a UFC event or they have any type of event.
When we were down there for UFC and the Summer League was there at the same time.
Oh,
yeah.
Terrible.
That's what the guy was like.
Called me at $54 Ubers or something.
Hey, I'm sure it was more.
It was up to, it was so bad, Austin, to try to even get one that I walked from the UFC. Where was it?
T-Mobile
It was at
Arena?
the convention
No,
center.
it was at the convention center.
I walked from the convention center. It was maybe a mile and a half.
It was a decent way off the strip.
I walked in the hot sun.
It was toast.
It was hot. Even this weekend on Monday, it was very hot. Or Tuesday. Tuesday was hot.
So what can they do? Can they build
I
more
would go
roads
out.
in?
I would go out.
You build on the other side of the street?
There's nowhere to go.
Yeah, there's nowhere.
There's nowhere to go.
Build it in Henderson?
Yeah, I would have not even there.
And it's only an 8-minute drive. Because we were in Henderson.
Silver, whatever it's called, silver something.
Henderson wouldn't be a bad place to put it.
I would have went out,
and they would actually get. They'd get.
Yeah,
I think Henderson would have been a smarter place because even from the airport, you hop on the interstate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you can still stay on the strip in hotels.
Yeah, Henderson would have been better.
But and that's what it was kind of crazy because the Uber drivers were telling us, like, with the Raiders now there and the Aces obviously and the Golden Knights, he goes, obviously there's a lot of Vegas people that go, but he said the bulk of fans, and this is going to be the case with the Vegas A's, whatever it is is that it's road fans that are coming in. And so you want to talk about just like the economy helps everybody, hurts no one. Is that it's going to be a lot of visitors flying in, a lot of visitors staying on the strip because hey, we can just walk instead of having to Uber everywhere. And
so maybe that's why they're looking at it
that's
from
probably
that
why.
standpoint. But also
because then it's like, does Kansas City's in that conversation, does Kansas City attract folks like that?
Kansas City's fine. It's not an upper tier tourist destination, but I think once people get to Kansas City, they enjoy it more than they would from the outside. And I think Kansas City is going to be different too, because at least the renderings that I saw, they're once obviously they have to get the vote passed. Yeah, it didn't work. Either way, there would be a walking bridge from Power and Light.
Yes.
So most of it would be funneled for the most part.
Well, it's
some
somewhat
parking,
separated
but
too.
A little bit, because it's in where the old Casey Star building is. And there's just not a lot going on right there exactly.
Near the Union Station as well.
That's why I like Phoenix, the way they did it. I think Phoenix did it right. They put it out on the west side, I believe. And it's in a little area. They got the hockey out there.
Southeast side of downtown. Southeast side of downtown.
Oh, it is the east side.
Yes,
yeah.
on the far
so
south
they got
side,
they got the hockey out there. They got the football.
Yeah.
And it's this nice little area where there's restaurants and little bars.
So we flew over.
It's basically just straight.
Yeah, straight down
in the middle.
Maybe so maybe that I was talking more Chase Field, because Chase Field
where the football stadium is.
Yeah, maybe that's where the football.
No,
stadium
this is Footprint Center. This is Suns.
Oh, Suns.
Oh no, that's in the downtown area.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about.
Chase
I was talking about the football and the baseball.
It's outside of it.
Yeah, Glendale.
It's in the Glendale area.
That's what's great though about Arizona, just in general, is that you can hop on the interstate and in 20 minutes you're in Scottsdale, Gilbert, Chandler, Mesa, Phoenix, whatever it is. You're there. Tempe.
Yeah.
So
barring some traffic.
Yeah, barring traffic, but
not bad.
But you can stay at other places.
Barring the robot cars.
Oh, Waymos. I regret not riding in a Waymo.
You should have done it.
Waymos will never come to Lincoln, unfortunately.
No.
There's just not enough
Uber
traffic.
Let's get like 6 of them.
I don't know. It felt. I would be curious to know how many like Arizona has, because it was every street there was a Waymo.
Well, would you have thought they would have brought the limes or the?
Yeah, it's a college town.
So
that's
then why
what I
not
needed in
Waymo?
Vegas.
Why not Waymo?
I needed one of the scooters.
A nice local set.
I don't know.
6 of them.
I just don't think the Uber market is heavy enough. Is active enough.
I think it is during football season. You bring them in for football season. You take them out after football season.
But even then, football, it's not.
How do you stop it?
Active. Yeah.
Stop what?
Like, how do you do an emergency stop?
How do you stop the Waymo?
It stops on its own.
What if you're sick and you literally need to change? Like, say you get sick or something happens and you need to get to the hospital or something.
You don't ride in a Waymo.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is, I'm talking about things that happen in the car.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, okay, just say you and your Austin, the fiance and wife.
Me and my Austin.
Well,
Austin.
He just had his baby, so I was saying him and his wife.
Okay.
That's what I was saying.
Pause.
It wasn't me. I'm saying him and his wife. Me. But they're riding and she was pregnant.
Hey, Austin.
And then all of a sudden, like, the water breaks.
Well, you're probably,
like, what is the emergency steps on that?
You go in, you
maybe
go
just
on
don't
your
take
phone,
maybe just
and then
don't take a Waymo when you
change it to wherever your destination was, to the hospital.
There he is.
I found out that there are 250 robo
My bad.
taxis in San Francisco.
Yep, because it's in San Fran and Phoenix.
There are 50 cars, give or take, in Los Angeles.
Wow.
It goes from Santa Monica to downtown. It does not operate at the airport, and the cars do not operate on the freeway in LA.
Oh, because see, we drove past them on the interstate in Phoenix. So they were zooming.
Yeah, but they won't
changing
be able to,
lanes and everything.
But they wouldn't be able to zoom in LA traffic because
that's true.
Stop.
There ain't no zooming in LA traffic.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. Waymos.
I want a Waymo motorcycle.
If you don't know how to maneuver LA and go back roads, you're done easy in LA. If you feel you got to get on the 101, the 5, the 405.
I've heard people say those things in TV shows.
If you have to get on those and you think in certain times of the day, 210, if you feel you got to do that, bro.
You just got to take the
Not happening.
405
Or the
7th.
10, not the 210, the 10. That's
Take
that's
the 405
San Antonio.
to 7th Street. Get off there. You hop
I'm telling you, you better learn how to do it.
Here it is. Here's what's crazy is it goes on their website, the world's most experienced driver, the Waymo One, be one of the first, available 24/7, operates in multiple cities, ride in San Francisco, Phoenix, or Los Angeles, with Austin, Texas coming soon. An experience second to none, convenient, consistent, and safe. A sustainable way to move, fully electric, making roads safer for pedestrians and cyclists. The fact that Waymo provides convenience, prioritizes safety, and is committed to sustainability makes it by far my favorite mode of transportation. It's crazy. It's just wild.
Yeah.
Meet the technology behind it all.
No. No.
See, here's the thing.
Regardless,
it says,
no.
So their little description, it says, we're designing the Waymo driver, our autonomous technology, to give people a new kind of freedom to go where they want, when they want, while making the frustrations and concerns with driving a thing of the past.
So all I think about is Terminator, and what was the show? Sutter Heyman text line that it was Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he went into to get his mind, or he was like in some, what was it called? He was in like some dream, not dream. He wanted to like put himself into this thing to like live out a fantasy.
I am waiting for this to click.
And he was driving in this Waymo. And he was talking to it.
I do not remember.
And the Waymo was basically got mad and frustrated and blew itself up. No, I'm not doing that, bro. What was the name of that movie? Help me, Sutter.
I don't know.
And they basically could turn the air off. And they made a new one.
Terminator?
No, it's not Minority Report.
So here it is.
You see him on the text?
No, I'm not seeing it. Total Recall?
Total Recall.
He's like, no, I'm sorry.
Thank you, guys. I know you guys at least know.
So it says, how about this? Before our Waymo driver begins operating, we first map the territory with incredible detail, from lane markers to stop signs to curbs and crosswalks. Then, instead of relying solely on external data such as GPS, which can lose signal strength, the Waymo driver uses these highly detailed custom maps matched with real-time sensor data to determine its exact road location at all times. The Waymo driver's perception system takes complex data gathered from its advanced suite of car sensors and deciphers what's around it through technology like machine learning from pedestrians, cyclists, vehicles, construction, and more. Also responds to signs and signals like traffic light colors and temporary stop signs.
You guys got to go watch Total Recall. That'll change your mind about Waymo.
So speaking of that, I saw.
guy.
Well,
I
like
saw
it way mo or way less.
You way less. Because that guy that was driving, like, it was a Waymo. He wasn't, but they did it different. They had a person sitting in it.
There's this guy in the Phoenix area. I think he's in the Phoenix area that wears a shirt with a stop sign on it, and he'll stand like a couple feet, like a couple yards away from where a stop sign actually is, and he'll just like have his like shirt like poked out like in front of like Waymos, and they stop. He's like I'm just trolling all, like he just trolls them, so the car stops and then he walks away.
Dang. Trolling the Waymos. All right, gentlemen, what's coming up on the show today?
We will lead the show off with Evan Bland.
Nice.
Nebraska's number 3.
Yeah.
In what? We'll talk about it. There's a new college basketball NIL MTE tournament in Las Vegas. Will it last? What's going on with that? And then obviously Austin Rivers made his comment about NFL and NBA players, and the Sporting News put out an article with some ideas for some NFL players they'd like to see in the NBA. So we'll go over that.
There it is. All that and more coming up on the block with Strick and Austin. Appreciate you guys joining us. As always, don't forget, on Friday, I will not be here Friday because I'll be at State Baseball on Friday. So it'll be Rico and I suppose Austin on Friday afternoon again at 1 o'clock or so after State Baseball concludes. But tomorrow we're back here right on 93.7 The Ticket. Appreciate you guys joining, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Adios.
Community means something different to everyone. But for me, it means cheering on those around you during the good times and helping them out during the tough times. I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I've been blessed with the support of my friends, family, coaches, and community throughout my life. When looking for a bank to call home, it was easy to choose Midwest Bank. I never feel like just another customer, and they're proud to support their communities. They love what they do, and it shows. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Hey Nebraska! Register today for the 40th annual Cornhusker State Games, taking place July 11th through the 21st in Lincoln, Omaha, and other Nebraska communities. The Cornhusker State Games features 70 sports for athletes of all ages and abilities.